My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Atomic Crops. Time to go into year 8 with Rye here. I have heard that year 7 is harder than year 6. And then year 8 is way harder than year 7. And then year 9 is ridiculously harder than year... So, like, it's a non-linear scaling. I mean, how are you going to make a linear difficulty scaling, right? But it's apparently like an intentionally or extremely non-linear difficulty scaling. So I am, I'm watching out to see what's happening here. Kind of being very cautious of being given the old what for by a bunch of enemies that I'm not necessarily expecting. Yikes. There's a lot that we have to do there. What was that? Fertilizer up? Oh, this is the one that it now gives us more fertilizer when we kill things. Yeah, it is. I just saw the fertilizer we got from that. That's great if I'm about to just go hunting anyway. I really thought that cactus was already dead. Okay, so it's worn out pretty quickly. I imagine it shares a duration with the other one, which I've been told was apparently around about 15 seconds. Okay. Excellent. Now, I did get a pig very early. No, not a pig. I got a bee very early. That's what I got. So our camp at home has, you know, possible, theoretical access to watering if we get trophallaxis. I don't think that's enough to take a second bee over my first pig, though. If there were maybe more bee upgrades, it might be, though. Ow. I got blocked by the skull! Hey! Did you see that garbage can specifically, like, rotate around the whole map just so that it could approach me from the other side and flank me? It's not a garbage cat. It's a garbage can. Got the right attitude about it. Got some gusto. Got some wherewithal. Got some gumption. I don't like that it has any of those things. But you can't deny it, too. It do be looking dangerous, though. Take the Inevitable Breeze, and then, you know what? It's pretty far away, but it's... Oh! I was about to say, it's the only camp I have left! Game, why must you instantly prove wrong whatever I decide to say? Oh, wait, hang on. I'm not rich. Damn it. Take a borrowed butterfly there. I still don't have a watering scroll, so yeah, I'm just not getting anything before the end of today. It's fine. These early golden pupils define so much about your... Okay. Actually, I think I know what I'm doing now instead. I'm gonna teleport back to the farm. I'm gonna pop down a sunflower and just fully fertilize that today. And then I'm gonna immediately start expanding our territory. Thank you, roses. I mean, I guess that just goes there. No reason for it not to. Should I just get date trees down right now? It's feeling like a decent idea. I'll do it. I'll do it. Please tell me to get the day tree down in time. I do. Great. Okay, so now we can still actually buy a good gun for today. I don't want either of those, so I'm okay. We just explored the area that the sniper would be best in, so I'm gonna go Blunderbloom upgrade. And I will take a bridge repair material. I don't know. know. Maybe doing a sunflower on day one is strats now. I liked it. I liked it a heck of a lot. Well, keep in mind that that might be strats now. Yeah, well, speaking of strats now are do not die. Just do not let myself die to all of these enemies swarming me at all times. It is a lot. Oh gosh. See those enemies appearing from the top of the map and then getting sucked into the tractor? It's possible that they would have just been sucked directly to where I was standing and damaged me immediately. So, them appearing was actually really dangerous. So pleased it didn't end up being a problem. Hey, there's the Trophallaxis. Okay, now I can take Bs. I still think it's correct not to have taken the earlier B, but... This did work out well. Like, I don't know. There's nothing really to say about it. Like, it's, like, was it wrong to... No? It's just lucky we happened to get Trophallaxis, the thing that would have made it a good play. I really don't like the red tint to the edge of the screen right now. Well, speaking of, there's a bee over a bigger but less valuable bee. It doesn't make things grow as fast. I don't know if the bee functions as powerfully as a single cow, or like if there's any direct comparison to be made. Oh my god. I am so glad that I cleared the south first, because otherwise I would have taken the cow, and I probably would have taken the turret over the bee there. So getting the south cleared first so that I got Trophallaxis early was actually incredible. Thank you. Oh god, that's all I wanted is the heart. Okay. Actually, the golden pupa up here is directly next to the teleport home. Stats up. Honestly, I used to begrudge getting stats up early. I love it now. I absolutely adore it. What better way to get off to a good start than to actually have decent offensive stats? I guess it's because in lower years, you don't actually need really decent offensive stats in order to do some pretty aggressive stuff early. But in the higher years, yeah, you do. You just do, though. I want to put down a peach tree there? You know what? I'm gonna put down a watering, not a watering tractor or anything. Wait, hang on. It's not watering scroll. It's something. I'm gonna put down something here. It's gonna be great. There we go. I'm gonna put down the rain cloud just so that I can try and get these trees to start harvesting soon. I don't want all the bees to be focusing just on that right now, though. I kind of don't want to spend my tractor right now. I just really ought not need to, is the thing. Great. Ooh, that could come up in time, actually. Look how fast it's growing. It could, and it did. Wow. Color me surprised. That's not a good day two. Tell you that much for free. That is not a good day two. Watering crops creates a shield that blocks bullets. I like that when I'm on the farm. It saves me a lot of decent amount of damage. Water witching. Watering crops zaps nearby enemies for half their health. Sure. We have a watering build. I'm going to take a heartbeat, actually, right now. I think that's probably the responsible thing to do there. I'm going to take 2 pickaxes because I didn't get an early pig as well. Or rather, I didn't get a second early pig, sorry. I did get a early pig, just not enough early pigs. Okay. Because I'm so far from the season total, I'm going to do that and then run. Now that the trees are generating, it's going to be easier to hit, but it's still not super easy. Ooh, I love the speed up entering a zone. Oh. Yes! What a zone opening right there. So much fertilizer, 2 free camps, basically. I mean, they did cost our tractor. So it looks like the mushrooms that spawn because I took the... Oh, they dive 3 times now. Haha. They used to dive 2 times. So 8 changed the attack patterns of enemies, it looks like. Oh god, that's going to take some getting used to. Like, actually, it's going to be pretty significant. I'm so used to just dodging exactly how much I need to. Because that was my playstyle, right? Ooh. It's about to be a pretty wild time. Thank you. Fertilizer drops. I mean, while I have fertilizer drops, I should just be killing anything, right? Ah, it's gone. Alright. Ah, going back for the rose there actually took damage. I'm not getting much. I'm just gonna say this. I am not getting much HP at all from killing the enemies. The game can do with that information what it will. Just putting it out there for it to be a known fact of the world that that's how that's going down. Okay. Got him. Ooh, blood rain. Nice. Quickly pull that up. Get my roses down for the end season. Right. I wouldn't be entirely surprised to see those roses come up in time. They did. Nice. Actually, not only did they did handily. Wait, was the growth rate of plants increased for this year? That could have happened. That very well could have happened. It's that happening without me, you know. I guess I've been avoiding spoilers, so how would I know about it? I think plants are growing faster right now. I might just be seeing stuff, though. I might just be creating a phenomenon where there is none because I'm looking for something that has changed between the years. In fact, the more I think about it, the more likely I feel that is. But they are growing so but I do have a oh, I just upgraded my watering scrolls, didn't I? I might have upgraded them in a way that says, you know, things affected by watering scrolls grow faster or something like that. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm probably coming back for that drone. Herbicidal blood, as well as... I like the chicken. But you're still selling a drone. We're getting married tomorrow. Nice. Rate of fire, and zap. Actually, some of the best things I could have gotten there. Oh, if I was feeling particularly spicy about it, I could go for a tier 2 area right now. That's one of these sides. We have 2 stats up, but we don't have the... I'm gonna go south. If we find the stat shrine and we can get damage there, then I will go to the tier 2. Do I really want to commit to that right? Okay, yeah, I'm committing to it. Then we'll go to the tier 2. I'm just running away. That's fine. Whoops. Sorry, I fired it as though I still had the blunderbuss because I got used to that, having that over the last 2 days. So I fired it in a single pump and I was like, haha, I got him. Nope. Whoops, they're still there. Sprinkler tractor. Well, I am running out of seeds. I need to know about the bubble shields and water witching. Watering crops zaps enemies for half of their health. Is it only when I personally water crops? Same for the bubble shield. Is it only when I personally water those crops? Or will the bees watering crops trigger both of those? Because the bees are watering crops back at base right now, but I'm not getting bubble shields. Do I have to be on the farm for it to trigger? I'm not going to take the sprinkler tractor there, just because I already have a lot of ways to water. We've got bees with trophallaxis. We've got a double watering can. Got a lot of benefits from watering our stuff ourselves as well. And I don't know who gets credit. Okay. Great. I don't think the tractor is warranted for any of these so far. Growth aura. Honestly, things are growing so fast on the farm at the moment that if I get a growth aura and I just stand near them, I want to see how quickly they're growing. Water faster with a squirt gun as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's just up here. That's the final one. So for anyone keeping track, we did not find the... crampons for stomping weeds. That is so big. We did not find the reason to go to a tier 2 area right now. I'm honestly kind of breathing a sigh of relief over that. I thought I might have just committed to losing the run. You know what? Today, I'm just gonna walk over all the weeds. So Crampons is weed stomp, and weeds become a huge problem in the later years, so why not just fix that problem right now, rather than continuing to explore? That feels like it'd be pushing it a little bit. This also gets us a bunch of seeds. We are our own whacker tractor right now. We're also our own watering tractor? We are the tractor in this run. What if Atomicrops, but you was tractor? I still can't believe that people watched the first Monster Train video, despite the fact that I gave it just that title. What if Slay the Spire, but you was Spire? Because, like, I wouldn't have thought that would work well for, like, search engine optimization or really, like, appealing to people, but it does. It's weird because like I try and ride the line on my naming formulas, especially near the start of a series. If I think like it's a series a lot of people will be searching for, I'll do keywords for things that happen in the episode, like, you know, Dante, if Dante turns up in a run of Monster Train or something like that. Like breaking in the title if the episode gets particularly broken, that kind of thing. But as you can see with other series that I've had that have been running longer than that, I just like coming up with fun names for titles. And just like, many of them are just niche references to things I like. And a lot of the time, the niche references are in the title just so that I can see and feel solidarity with the people in the comments who are like, hell yeah, I liked that musical too. And I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. This is a nice little moment. But I kind of like those kind of like turn of phrase titles and like pun titles and joke titles. Obviously, the previous one's not necessarily a great example of it, being, you know, just like an old meme, effectively. An old meme formatting for a sentence. Yeah, I like kind of like, I like it that I can do that, but I really wish I had the ability to have a title that was exclusively for search engine optimization for YouTube, and then a different title that was like, this is for people. Because then I would be able to actually get the search engine benefits as well as have, like, you know, fun. Some of the titles are a little bit witty. I wouldn't say all of them are. Like, many of them are just very on-the-face first reference that I can think, first related, connotated word to the run kind of thing that I can think of. But some of them, I think, have a little wit to them. I just like to be able to do that constantly, rather than every single time I get an episode, I'm like, okay, well, is this series early on? Because I might need to play the YouTube game for this one. I can't really stomach playing the YouTube game the way YouTube wants you to play it for too long. We'll go north. That is exactly when I would have stopped watching as well. Hang on. Like, going over a bridge, it's exactly the kind of period that I would just stop paying attention for a second, because I'm like, there's nothing on the bridge. Although in recent years, there have been things on the bridge. We don't need Weed Killer when we have crampons. So Root Soldier there it is for us. Okay. I knew that I had that owl behind me, and I wasn't comfortable with it, because I've seen how bad the owls can be. Excuse me, Skull. Excuse me, Mr. Skull. Me writing a reply to a Sean video. Excuse me, Mr. Skull. Although, excuse me is usually a rebuttal kind of situation. I wouldn't put those on Sean videos. Hey, what's up, bud? Tiny thundercloud. You go there. Just because I saw how many enemies were coming in at the same time from different directions. I was like, yeah, I can cut them all off with this. I think I have to. I can let doggos exist behind me, that's fine. They don't seem to have as much of a taste for my blood as all of the owls in this game do. I don't know what it is. I wonder if there are some enemies that aggro based on proximity, and then there are some other enemies that don't aggro based on anything. Some enemies that aggro based on whether or not you've attacked them. And then, you know, how do they function after they're aggro? Do they go closer to you? Or do they just shoot at you? Or do they do both? Or do they swap it up? You know, just keep you guessing. Yeah, I think I got the whole area. Meanwhile, back at the farm. I think I'm being too precious about where I plant my trees, because I'm planting them specifically with the ability to still leave space for turning them into mega trees. But I definitely don't have the area to turn them into mega trees at the moment. May not even end up with it. Okay. Let's get back to the weed stump while nothing else is really happening here. Great. Just keeping this level under control. Honestly, if we can keep the weeds under control, like, the final seasons become so much easier. A ridiculous proportion of their damage is the weeds. Or rather, not directly from the weeds, but from them also firing at you and therefore hemming in the ways that you can dodge. I also, like, this whole time, I should have just been planting roses. I can't believe it. I'm happy with the sniper rifle here. I can even go to the second area in the desert with that. Take another pickaxe because, again, I am, for some reason, trying to get all these trees down. Wait, hang on. Before I leave, I'm going to plant my roses. Because there is a whole, you know, rain cloud going on at the moment. Might as well take some advantage of it. Three, 1, 4. Peas for these. And then I'm gonna plant all those and run away. Cool. Good enough. So what, it took us 30 seconds? Actually, days are slightly longer than 2 minutes now, aren't they? Because of the meta upgrades. I'm starting to think that maybe the meta upgrades are supposed to balance out the difficulty level of the higher years. So gosh forbid you have an unsuccessful run and then have to go to a higher year run immediately afterwards. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna take the watering tractor. We're gonna go quad tree, I think. Which means now I want to focus on getting hogs. Hog me, please. That's not a hog. Happily take a hummingbird though. Okay, hang on. That was watermore crops when energized. Turrets water nearby crops as well as top crops. Crops tow faster at night now. Just in case you were worried about that grop tow speed. I'm taking up so much space with my trees that I just don't think we really get much benefit out of. Okay, I can barely see that enemy. Just saying. Don't like that I could barely see that enemy. I need one of these enemies to give me a heart, like, right now. And if it's gonna have to be the boss, it's gonna have to be the boss. I'm also just gonna stay the heck away from it. On. Headshot. Headshot. Great. Give me the hardy drops. Thank you. Whew. So now I can kind of breathe a sigh of relief. Okay, good. And then let's just start spamming out anything that we can make a plot of. We still don't have 4 sunflowers? That's really weird. Usually my first set of 4 sunflowers comes out this season, but yikes. We're just not getting that many sunflowers, I guess. I have a growth aura as well, so I need to stand in the middle of these. Just hold alt the entire time. Cool. Yeah, it's possible we had a bad season there. In fact, I think it's quite likely. Okay. Yeah. We missed out on a fighting stat, as well as 5 cornucopias and a rose. That hurt. That is the same gourd that I have. If I take this, is it? No, it gave me a dip. Last time, it showed me the sprite of a gourd that I already had, and I took it, and then it didn't give me a gourd. But you can have 3 gourds at the same time, so I don't know what was up with that. Here, I thought it was going to delete it, but I wanted to just get some more information on how it worked, and it gave me a different gourd, but they work the same. I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna buy another heartbeat. We don't have enough health that I feel comfy yet. Okay. If I'm going to any other area with this gun, it's up to the north. So I'm gonna have to buy the 3 planks there. Just because the north is the easiest area to clear with this. This isn't a teleport back, so I may as well run. And going immediately up from here is good. Chicken Calicree is psychoactive weeds. Psychoactive weeds is just incredibly easy for us to trigger and benefit from. So it's going to slow down our enemy's bullet speed and increase our run speed. Harvest Shield? Harvest Shield is nice, but so is Ginseng. Stay energized longer. And we do have being energized doubles damage and increases speed, so it's entirely possible that we find the coffee cup for killing enemies increases. Killing enemies energizes you. 1 sec. Sorry, I have to focus for a second here. Did you just see what happened in the screen? Good lord. One thing we definitely don't need are turkeys. We got way, way too close into the enemies there. That was a bad idea. Avian placenta vinaigrette. Weeds are harvestable vinaigrette. So as we walk over them, we just get 2 apiece. That is 2 cashews apiece. Over avian placenta? Yeah, because the thing is, we're not going to get that many chickens because we have the crampons, so we might as well just go weeds are harvestable. Although I really don't think it's going to be that significant of a bonus for us. Okay, thank you for the hearts. I would love if I could actually gain an extra heart container as well. Just would like the safety it would bring. Okay. All good, all good. So yeah, we are just going to finish clearing this area and then have to go back. You know what? Bad shots on that scorpion there. I was going to take the time to kill both of the scorpions before I aggroed the camp, but then the camp immediately came to me. Resilience. Crops spread to topsoil. Eh. Psychoactive weeds is actually really good for increasing my speed so that I can walk over these faster. That's something I wasn't thinking about at the time. Almost. Do I have a Mega Tree yet? I do not. Just start popping an apple tree down there, just in case. Just in case we get the ability to turn that into a Mega Tree later. We're gonna need a lot more terrain expansion before we can even consider it, though. Great. So just gonna pop 2 extra over there, just in case they happen to grow enough to make a mega crop with their own resilience triggers. It's not beyond possible. Okay. Nice. And then another apple would go there, can't put it down. Another banana would go here, can't put it down. Still just gonna throw away the excess low tier seeds there. I really need one more sunflower. Like, really, really need it. So that I can actually end this season with a good bonus. That's the SMG. Yeah, I'm gonna go for all the upgrades, it's fine. With piercing, explosive rounds, rate of fire, and accuracy damage, my god, we could go south. Yeah, the guns that I usually prefer to take are good for going north, so I might as well go south with this while I have it. Silver tier desert seeds are actually 70 now? They were like 50 or 60. All right. Sorry, just limbering up a little bit here because, oh. Yeah, straight south. Phew. Almost was being crept up on there. Or rather, I was being crept up on there and it almost got me. Are these going to be attacking 3 times? Oh, they are. They are attacking 3 times as well. That sucks. Okay. Hopefully the animals are down here. It's the best camp we could get. Gosh, there are a lot of mushrooms now. Exited pickaxe pack. Pickaxe pack 100%. Pickaxe pack is exactly what you might expect it is from the name. It's a pack of pickaxes. Microchip laser tracker. Laser tracker has further range. Microchip is faster speed of attack. I'll take the faster speed of attack. Especially for the drone that I currently have with me. I finally got the last sunflower that we're going to need to get a mega crop of them. Rusty Shock's thankful crops. Rusty Shocks has increased damage and knockback, and it would affect our drone. And I still have, you know, 2.5 areas to explore. It's also good for our turrets on base. Fine. Well, turret singular on base right now. But if I ever see, like, turret and chicken, I know that that's just another turret for me, right? Did you see that determined little ladybug there? Really just wanted to mess up my day. Well done, ladybug. You did manage to hit me, but I'm afraid you can't mess up my day. I'm more resilient than that. Nemocro Breeze. Well, I mean, look, it's more useful than the other scroll for us right now. Might not really be what we want, but it's more useful than the other. Earthquake again for terrain expansion. Earthquake pairs really... Oh. Excuse me. While I just make sure that I don't die to that. The Earthquake scroll pairs really well with having a... Wait, why am I fighting all of this now? Hang on. What is this screen? You know what? Screw it. Go away. I'm gonna approach from an entirely different area now. I don't know what on the map was targeting everyone at the same time like that, but I hated it. That sucked. I'm going home. Yeah, some of my plants are now officially being eaten. I don't want to lose any of my trees, so I do have to... What the? I took my hand off my controller for a... Controller. I use a keyboard and mouse, excuse me. I took my hands off for just a second there. So that I can quickly scratch my nose on the trip back home, and then immediately an enemy decides to hero run itself and, like, straight to me. Okay. Those. All right, we have enough banana trees to make a mega banana tree now. I kind of want to still buy hearts. I'm not going to, but I do kind of want to. We do have Sprinkler Head, don't we? Screw it. I'm gonna take 2 Scarecrows. I never take Scarecrows. But they get the benefit, apparently, of all of the turret upgrades. So they'll fire faster. Not sure how that'll help them. They'll increase turret drone damage and knockback. Okay, I don't think they do damage, but okay. And they'll also water nearby crops. And that's the big one. Oh, right. I get the bubble if I interact with crops that have been watered. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense right there. Am I going to be able to make this a Mega Tree before I run away? Also, we went from not having enough sunflowers to suddenly having, like, way too many. Not like there is actually anything as too many sunflowers. There really isn't. If you want to see a run go really ridiculous with sunflowers, go check out some of the runs I did in the beta of this game. They can get pretty ridiculous, those sunflower runs. Or rather, they used to be able to. Because you used to be able to get them from watering tractors. Alright. Now, guess I'm just gonna go back through here. We're probably gonna spend today literally just finishing out this area. I'm killing the enemies as I move by. I'm not getting swarmed again. Fool me once. Etc, etc, etc. You know what? I'm going for the farming skill there, I think. It's the hog that I was asking for. Never mind, we immediately healed it back up. It's okay. I can just pretend that that camp didn't even exist. Alright, I'm done now, right? Yeah, I am. Super done. Now. Hey, bud. You just really aren't that much of a threat, so I'm just gonna focus you down super quick. Ow. One of those raspberries was a lot faster than all the rest of those raspberries. No, no, no. You'll get away. Then I am going to just move this one space over. Dig back through that. And then an Emigre. We might not get anything else before the end of the season, but this is enough. Hey, we got another tree there. Great. That's another date tree. Hang on, am I fine on date trees? Yeah, having these psychoactive weeds and crampons is actually so good. Look at how slow the skulls move now. Guess they're considered projectiles by the game. It must be. Unless enemies also move slower? I don't think they move slower. Although maybe they do. Hmm. Okay. Is there anything here I need to really do? Not so much. Not so much. We should start planting some coffee, though. Okay. Good end to that season. Need neither of those. Maxed out the season. Oh, those cornucopia. Pig, pig, bee. Should I start gambling early? I never do that. Yeah, let's gamble a little early. 1, 2. Gave me back more money than I spent on it. I'll gamble up to 1,000. I'll stop here. I was kind of hoping to get more health and more roses, because that's, you know, those are rewards you can get there. Toxic spores, back guns, bullets. So the one we're missing out on clip size, is clip size rather right now. Cool. It's the last brief repair material I need. And this is exactly the gun that I want if I'm going, you know, second tier of the planes. Which I guess is where I'm going. Alright. Alright. Wait, I'm married to Furiosa. Okay, so carrots grow instantly for us. But we still haven't found the area that does carrots yet. Is that well, hello. Is it over here? Just got an extra tree from that. Oh, we're about to get way too much fertilizer. Way too quickly. Go. I love that mushroom. I am so into that. You can even just like take it immediately before you have to go home and do the boss fight and then just use it there. There's the coffee cup that I was longing for. So now we have the full aggressive synergy of double damage and speed while we're energized, as well as the ability to become energized from killing enemies, as well as we stay energized longer with Ginseng. Earthquake there. Honestly, I think we have past damage. We have progressed past the need for damage. Definitely taking extra speed. He's collecting these. A lot easier. Don't want to waste the time it would have taken me to get the extra couple forageables there. It's not like I get anything for getting all of the forageables. Okay, come on. Animals, animals, animals. I don't want an animal farm. I want the camp that all the animals are in. God, I can only imagine encountering a wave of the B-Sun. So shield is great here. A wave of the B-Sun after popping a fertilizer. Oh, I can only imagine how good that would be. And in my brain, it's real good. Wait, hang on. No, I already got the fertilizer. Oops. Yeah, if you think the shotgun with toxic spores isn't OP, no one's ever said that, by the way, so, like, I'm creating a straw man to argue against it here right now. I get that. But if you think it's not OP, I would consider looking back at how many hits it took for me to kill the final tier golden pupa in year 8. And I've not even been taking only damage stats. I mean, diversifying and it still was one shot. That skull just appeared on screen out of nowhere, and you can't convince me otherwise, even with photographic evidence of the fact that it was on the screen the entire time. I'm not gonna believe you. You photoshopped it. You must have. You could point it. You could actually show me the video live on my own channel, and I'm gonna be like, no, it wasn't there. This is my way of admitting that I know it is there, but but still complain as though it wasn't, because I have that much like an inattentional blindness that I just did not even slightly see it. It was in my blind spot. Yeah, we're not going to get a good score for this run. But it'll work. Hey, full crops? Sure. Crops have a chance to fertilize. I'm also going to buy a heartbeat there, actually, just for safety. Pickaxe. And then... yeah, both are higher tier seeds as well. So now we only have the south to go to. I guess there's no reason not to go right now. I guess actually we only have the north to go to. And I guess the only time is now. There we go. Fixed it. Just gonna have to remember to edit out the first thing that I said in post. Why can I edit? Editing. I wouldn't be surprised to see a camp here that I didn't clear. So I'm just going to make sure that I check them as I go by. Oh, God. It's just an absolute bounty. Also, the roaches just instantly die and they work. I have an extra tractor slot, so I'm going to take a second watering tractor. Maybe we do have still time with that, at least. Ouch. Maybe we still have, with that at least, time enough to get the quad trees. We have literally... oh, God. Is today our final day? Wait a second. I think today might be our final day. If it is, then I don't know how it snuck up on me so much. Game. You need to stop putting skulls everywhere I choose to walk after I've chosen to walk there. Because they clearly weren't there beforehand. There's no way I made a mistake. Again, I'm very well aware of the mistakes I make. Just trying to pitch it as a joke. Hang on. So I know that the actual... there we go. Oh, too many enemies. Excuse me? Can I get a round of applause in the comment section, please? Just for making it through all of that with no damage? Instincts really kicking in and carrying us through there. Well, obviously we go for the helpful worm because the weed whacker does nothing! Almost. Am I done? Oh my God, am I done? Hell yeah, I'm done. Let's go back to base. We have a whole free day at the end for farming? That doesn't happen to me always. And I thought I was doing a slower clear here. Guess not. Extreme? Yeah! Ow. Very much guess not, I guess. Not, rather. Okay, too much is happening on this farm right now. That enemy was entirely hidden behind that sign. Go back and have a look at that hit. Please go back and have a look at that hit. When I say there are a couple things in Atomic Crops that are bugged, I'm not just referring to the item spawns and stuff like that. I'm referring to, you know, ability to be hit while... That one was mine. Ability to be hit while the... where are we? Ability to be hit while you're being reeled in by the boss at the end of a season. The fact that enemies can spawn in areas that you cannot see them. They can spawn quite close to you, and especially if you have high enough speed, you can run on top of their spawn position, specifically in the deserts. Into it. And definitely taking heartbeats now. Shallot gun fully upgraded. Don't have to tell me that you got that twice. I should be saving money for gambling. No, but I don't need that many cornucopias. I feel like from this run, I'm probably going to get enough cornucopias to finish my meta progression. Days last a longer shot. Okay. New seeds from that. Okay. And then final tree down. Not gonna break any more soil until I find out whether or not we're gonna get the ends for those trees. I will start a watering scroll though. Probably ends up lasting all day. Great. Okay, the sunflowers definitely have to go out. I really wish I had another sunflower. Actually, if I just walk over all of these, I might find another sunflower. And even if I don't, I should be walking all over these. No sunflowers. Battling enemies and pulling up those weeds is the best way for us to get it at the moment, so if that's not going to work, it's kind of out of luck. Just quickly start planting these higher tier seeds. Also going to plant them in areas where they could easily become mega crops just by expanding themselves. The resilience. I should just be fertilizing constantly. That's I've been missing this the whole time. I should just be fertilizing constantly. Awesome. Just make sure that I kill the summons there. I think we got our final tree for another mega tree. And I was right, we did. Although I'm gonna have to move the turret in order to do it. Oh, there's a single seed growing there. Just ruining everything for us. Come on. Come up faster, seed. What? Oh, that's a pineapple! Dang it, I thought I was planting the carrots. Because they're really fast for us to plant out. Because they grow instantly. So I figured it was going to be the fastest of the ways that I could get a return. Swell. I have so many excess seeds. I have way too many excess seeds, actually. Like, this is not a good amount of those to have. Fine. Watering tractor there, watering tractor there. And, oh my god, I got the apple trees. So I can actually make a mega apple tree as well. Nice. Yeah, I don't like my money right now. We got the max pull for the season though. Butterfly nest, that's actually going to be huge for us as well. Whoa, oh. Hey, I got the third gourd. It actually worked that time. I probably would have saved enough to get that if I knew. Okay. It's also not unlikely that before the end of the season, we manage to get another one of the mega trees, and we actually do turn in this mega trees, or rather turn this into mega trees, is what I was trying to say. I'm gonna start a rain cloud there, just to prevent you from burning any of my crops. Okay, we didn't get the tree that I wanted there. It's fine. Now I've made 2 more plots over here for mega crops. I really wish I hadn't focused so much on trees. I would have had the ability to get so much more from our rare crops. I feel like I over-focused on them. Is there a way to heal? Like, can you heal at all in this boss fight? Just asking for a friend. We still have the rain cloud going down, and it's still nighttime, and we're still on the camp as well. So I think using the Anemocree scroll to finish this off is probably the best way to handle it. Yep, unfortunately I didn't find my final tree. So I'm just gonna end the fight then. Bye, Corpscopia. Almost. Year 9 is unlocked. Ooh, we got a tier 3 cat. That's gonna save us a lot. That was a Rye. What really defined that, Ron? Oh. I am the tractor now. There we go. No, I've got to, dang it, hang on. Right, can I resubmit it as year 8? Okay, no, it won't update it. Oops, that's my bad. It wasn't even better than the year 7 in polygamy with... And that itself wasn't even that good of a score run. Okay, let's go. Gain more cornucopias at Season Festival, sure. Stay energized longer, 100%, please. Stay energized. Become energized with less tanks. Great. Slight increase of the duration of mushroom effects. Bosses drop cornucopias? No. Slight increase of the duration of the mushroom effects. Okay, never mind. These actually, there are a fair few of these. I thought we were going to be maxing it out there. Well, I guess instead, we're probably going to have to max it out in the next episode. Until then, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Atomicrops. Hopefully, you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my content on the game, past, present, and future. If you do like the videos, please click like. It does help me get my content out to new people, and it matters a hell of a lot when the game is as good as this one is, for making sure that it's a series that is viable to do much longer term. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.